Welcome to the Pageant Cast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
PageantCasTV, and I have Michelle, Mrs. Iowa International, here with me. She just came out of interview. She's been very patient with this elderly gentleman here. So thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me, there's a lot of pageants out there. What drew you to the international pageants?
The international pageant is really about family, and I think that we need to promote families in our country, and so that's what brought me to the international pageant.
Fantastic. Now, what is your platform for international?
My platform is the Special Olympics.
Okay.
I'm a volunteer coach.
Okay.
And I go with the kids and stay with them in the
Coach
rooms.
what now?
Well, I coach cheerleading.
Cheerleading?
And we've gone to the Winter Games skiing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Now, where were the Winter Games?
Dubuque.
Dubuque.
Yes.
Okay. That's fantastic. Do they have a lot of ski hills out there?
Well, they have a man-made area, and then
because I think of that area, and I'm not thinking rolling mountains or anything like that.
It gets pretty hilly in areas. We do cross-country ski, and then with the kids at the Special Olympics, they have like a smaller, like what you would call a bunny.
Bunny hill, right.
And then they have a real big, deep one. So it's controlled. But it's also a really good experience for the kids.
Yeah, that stuff scares me to death. Absolutely scares me to death. Is it true, being involved in Special Olympics, it's like you take more out of it than
absolutely.
Than they do? Yeah.
Absolutely. These people are amazing, and they have so much to offer the world. Yeah. And I wish more people would get involved.
How can more people get involved?
Well, they can get involved in their schools.
In the schools?
Yeah. Most schools have rooms, special need rooms, and most schools promote the Special Olympics. That's what our school does. And so you can get involved in you got teachers and coaches from the AEA, and so you can get involved that way.
What's AEA? I don't know
Area
anything.
Education.
Oh, okay.
They do, like, for special needs, they do IEPs and things such as that to help,
that one I know, individualized educational program. You're impressed, right? Okay. Anyway. So how did you get started with it?
Well, actually, I started working at Clark Schools 8 years ago.
Okay, so it was through the schools for you. Okay.
Yeah, I had worked for other places such as like Bethany and stuff, and we took the adults to the Special Olympics, but I pretty much did that as a working environment, and then I just saw a need. They needed help.
Yeah,
so you jumped in there.
Fantastic.
So,
that's great. That is so wonderful.
Thank you.
So, tell me, getting out to Chicago, you have a good trip? Or?
I did. I took the train. And
the train? They still run one. Look at that.
Well, we were running late, so I was kind of crazy, but I'm good under pressure, so I made it on time and was all dressed and ready to go for...
How long of a train ride is that?
It was 8 hours.
Did you have a sleeper car?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
yes, it was nice.
I've always wanted to do.
You should do it. It's a lot of fun.
Someday. I have to find the right destination. I keep trying it for like Texas, and they wanted me to go through Washington, D.C., spend the night, and then come down.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's got to be a route right down that direction.
Right down there.
Yeah, what are they doing? Anyway, well, that's fantastic. Well, you came to, this is train country here in Chicago.
Midwest.
That's how this became the big city that is. All the trains came through here. So, and then all the mobsters would take the cut. I didn't just say that. Oh, well, anyway. Fantastic. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Welcome to PageantCasTV. We're with Tes She is Mrs. District of Columbia International. We're here in Chicago. You just came out of interviews. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty jazzed. And, I think this obviously is the most important part of the pageant. And,
and
if you can walk and talk on stage, then, this is the stress area and it's all over with.
That's great. They got enough oxygen in there. It's awful hot and humid.
Yeah, it's a little warm in there, but, I think part of that is just the stress of the interview. You get your temperature gauge goes up another 5 degrees.
Well, and I hear the judges are full of hot air. Yeah, I'm not competing.
I didn't say that.
I'm not competing. Just kidding. So it's wonderful. You just came out of an interview. Now, is it a big weight off your shoulders, or are you just like, I'm just started? This is a marathon.
Yeah, well, this is the beginning of competition. So, yes,
right.
we're just starting. But I actually, because I'm in the middle of interview, I get a little time off. We have rehearsals and, the lovely meet and greet this evening and dinner.
Yeah. So, now, when's your next rehearsal? Is tomorrow?
Well, no, since I'm in the morning interviews, we have rehearsal from 2 to 4 today. So,
you have some
I'm going to be stomping on my high heels again this afternoon.
Okay, well, bring comfortable shoes, too. Just do it.
I'll try.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's good to hear. Tell me about your platform. This pageant's obviously very big on platform.
Yeah, well, I think that's what Mrs. International is all about. I unfortunately found last August that I have a brain tumor. Okay. So I've had 2 surgeries in the last year, and I've learned through all of that a lot of people are not aware of the symptoms of brain tumors.
Okay.
So I'm trying very hard to get that information out there, work with doctors and the patient coordinators. And also because of that and all the different platforms here at Mrs. International, I found that a lot of people don't keep their health information properly. So I've created a website that is called Are You 1 in 5? And if you can keep that information together in a journal, you go to your family members, put it all together so you know in your 30s that your aunt had breast cancer or that your father's father had heart disease. We put that all together, and people can just download the information on the website and put their journal together.
Fantastic. So you said you wanted people to know the symptoms of having a brain tumor. There's good 12 people out there listening and watching this. What are the symptoms?
Well, my personal symptoms were that I did have headaches, I did have insomnia, I did have hot and cold sweats, I did have some water building up in my body, I had joint pain. Kind of sounds like menopause for a lot of women, and when you're 50 like I was last year, it's hard to pinpoint that that's what the problem is. Now with the headaches especially, I started to have grand mal seizures just before they found the tumor. In time, they said I was put immediately in intensive care because they said I had days before I was going to lose my vision in one eye. So my purpose is to then go out to the doctors and to people that are having tests and let them know the basic information, again, on my website, Are You 1 in 5? And it's named that because 1 out of 5 people in the country or in the world will have a pituitary tumor. That's 20% of the people. Most of them will just have this tiny little dot on their pituitary that will never have anything to do with their health. But other people like me, something triggers it. It got huge. It surrounded my carotid artery and both of my optic nerves.
Wow.
And so I want to get out there and help the people that didn't have the great health care that I had available to me at Johns Hopkins.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, very lucky.
Very lucky, and we're lucky to have you here and competing at International. How was your trip out here?
The 1.5 hour flight, because of delays, took about 12 hours.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, we love traveling in the summer.
Oh, O'Hare or Midway?
No, I was coming, to O'Hare, but I was coming from the D.C. Reagan Airport.
Okay.
And it just, things kept, getting backed up, and
yeah.
It happens.
It does.
That might be my year if I become Mrs. International, so I've got to be flexible.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the word. They said, what's your word describing you? And I said, it's got to be flexible.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, we wish you the best of luck and success, and have fun at the rest of the pageant.
Well, thank you, Tim.
Thank
it's been
you
a pleasure.
for coming on.
Bye-bye.